Oh, hi guys. It's me, Tilley, with Healing Spaces with Gently Healing. I am super excited to be with you guys. I had some mic difficulties here at the beginning. I want to say hi to Jacob that I see in here and Zach. So much love. Meow. Right back to you, Jacob. And Willow, hello. I love you. I'm so glad that you're here. And big, big, big hugs back to you. Oh man, it feels like it's been a week since I've been with you guys. It is awesome to be here, and it has been quite a filled time. I've been spending a lot of time learning and digging and working on myself and my life, and it has been really, really rad to do it. It's like I've gained like new skills, and I am super grateful. And I'm even more grateful to be sitting in this chair with all of you guys, and that I'm able to do this and share with you guys. It's a powerful time out there. I wanted to come together today and do a full moon ceremony with all of you, and it's about 30 hours before the full moon is really the full moon in full effect. And it's just so awesome of a time to just come together and be prepared for all the things that are coming into our internal and external realities. The moon, I mean, it amplifies things in our life, and it brings out, what's really going on in our subconscious minds, and can really shine lights on the polarities that just like exist out there. And if you're unaware of the spaces around you and the energies that are in full power and effect, it can send you off a bit. And so I'm really grateful that we can all be here and find ways to balance and observe and bring more awareness and love into our lives. It's awesome. I see that there's some. Oh, Lucinda just popped in. Hello, Lucinda. So glad that you're here. I love you. It is, oh yeah, hi. Oh, seen you at McDonald's today. Yes, I did. I saw you at McDonald's today as well. Oh man. So, yeah, so I was just thinking today that it would just be so awesome to connect. I'd love to hear how all of you guys have been doing, how kind of reality has been for you. I love and care about you very much. And, this is a space where we can all come together. And oh, hi, Robert. Yay. And you know what? I did not say, thank you for the beautiful music that we had at the start of this. Sorry, Zach is doing something over here. I'll try not to get too distracted. But the beautiful music that we had at the beginning of the show, Robert like compiled that for us, and man, I am so grateful every time I hear it. It's just such a great way to start and just sync with your breath and just sync with the energies into this space. And even listening to it outside of here, I totally recommend that as well. So here we are in high energy form. The moon is almost at its fullest, and yeah, man, it is really cool to be here. Um, I wanted to speak about like things and rituals that you can do in order to create the best and get the most out of this. One thing that I was looking at is, this is the Capricorn moon, which is the goat, and this is a time of just like a powerful, hardworking energy that we can really utilize. And this is also a time that we can use that to find the things that we want to be able to let go of. Most of the things that I look at, is when I'm having like self sabotaging behavior, things that are just not serving me in my reality, just things that can gain more self love and not blocking me from that. And so, what I would encourage all of you guys to do as well, and maybe you're already doing that, but coming together is how we unify, is writing out, what it is that you really want to let go of in your life, and what are your goals? What are you working towards right now? I know that I'm building something, and I want to build this community, and I want to build more and more healing space and be able to touch as many people as I can. And also, really making sure that I remain balanced and the work really is centered on healing and loving myself, because the answer is self-love, guys. And so everything that I'm doing is learning how to balance that. And this is why, again, back to the full moon, this is that perfect time to be able to see exactly how do we do that? How do we accomplish it? And everything is giving us clues and indications. And this is why animal medicine is huge. Why I think with our meditation that we do today, we should definitely bring in the goat to really, or mountain goat to really like capitalize on that energy and specifics to be able to work towards what we truly want to create for our lives. And so, yeah, these are things that I've been mulling over whenever I'm watching the moon and syncing with it. And a lot of us out there are definitely on the moon cycle, whether you're male or female. We definitely have our cycles. And so sometimes with the full moon, you're also, handling a different level of hormonal energy that is pumping through your veins. But, that's pretty common with the full moon if you think about it, because it's such a feminine energy, and it's a perfect time for whether the masculine to balance their feminine, or for the feminine to really reach in and balance that emotional plane. And with the help of Capricorn and that energy and bringing that in, and the goat will really help bring that logic. The mountain goat likes to stand on top of that mountain, and that's what we're striving for, is really being able to be on the top of our mountains, and really like the navigational abilities of the goats, like climbing the side of the cliff, I think would just be such a rad energy to pull in. And so I'd love to hear also, you guys, what else you'd like to pull in. I definitely want to talk about it being the buck moon. And based off of that, I mean, the bucks, like the deer that are out there, they're in their full bloom. Like their velvet has come off. They're at their most powerful masculine peak. And you have the balance of both the feminine and masculine with that deer medicine. But the buck, I thought we could pull that in as well to just really pull in a really good balance. And so anyway, I've just been going over all of this, and I'm excited to be here. So if any of you have like a pen and paper handy, or even on your phone, just taking notes of anything that just comes up as we go along here, of what you would like to let go of, what you would really like to work on this month, what is your intentions and your goals. And what I like to do, which is really fun, is like try and find things that kind of symbolize that. And I like to set up like an altar-like space, if you will. So we'll have where I wrote out my journaled information, and I'll bring in colors and draw, and like I like to be like Kandinsky. And I don't know if you know who Kandinsky is, but he was a famous, wonderful artist, and I'd highly recommend you to watch the documentary on Wasily Kandinsky. He really does abstract art, but he takes like color and brings it with what your emotion is. Like here's the color of the emotion, and it's just so abstracted, and it goes so much deeper than that. And so I like to bring in color when I write out my intentions. And what this really does is not only does it bring it to the conscious mind, but the subconscious mind is constantly working on that. And with the full moon right now, this is syncing that subconscious mind with the power energy so that that stays connected. But also, like at the end of doing this, you end your ceremony, so your subconscious mind can shut off and do the work of the subconscious, but you've brought it from the conscious, subconscious, and then it's just this synchronistic motion between the two. And so anyway, so I would highly recommend taking any notes as we go along, or after we do the meditation, if anything comes up. I would love that. Hi Jasmine. Oh gosh, and Maya's here. I'm taking a moment, I just glanced over. Hi Maya. Yay, I'm so happy you're here. I love it when you come when it's all the moon stuff. Gosh, I love you so much, Maya Rose, and even your name really is just so powerful. And if you guys have not taken time to listen to Maya's beautiful light language voice, she has stuff on YouTube. Also, go to her Facebook page, because she has other ways that you can get access to her music. I think I have some on my page too. So anyway, I love you, Maya. Well, no, you don't keep missing us. We've been gone for a week, Maya, and we're here together. And well, we haven't really been gone. We've been together. Like we're so entangled, you guys. We go on this journey journey. Have 2 weeks to find a house. Just saw you are here. Oh man. Well, we're creators. It's a perfect time to come in for the full moon ceremony and really set that intention to get that house and have it come easily to you. It's like perfect, Maya. Thank you for sharing that. I love this next stage of your intention. Hello, Jasmine. I love you, and I'm so glad you're here. Yay. Uh, yes, this is so awesome. So the things that I was thinking on. I think I was talking about. When you're setting up your altars, or it's not even, it doesn't have to be an altar, just like a sacred space where you can like set out your intentions and your things that you're wanting to let go, that you make that powerful space and you bless it, whether it's with sage or clapping or playing a singing bowl or something like a sacred space for this that you are creating into your physical reality. And I like to take things like I have this stuffed animal that sometimes I'll bring in, and it's like the cosmic joker. It's so funny. Like I collected bears like my whole life, so really to me to think that bears weren't like my first like animals, if you will. Like, you know, what was your first toy you had as a kid? And the first toy that I was ever given when I was a kid was this crocheted clown. And I still have it today. And honestly, it's probably like the silliest, scariest looking clown. And even my second toy was like this stuffed, like wind up, like you could wind up the music box within and it would play It's a Small World after all. But it too was a clown. And I just think how much like I think it was just that cosmic joke coming in and bringing that like laughter to this reality that really it's all a perspective is what it comes down to. And it's like, you know, it's 50% shit and it's 50% awesome. And it doesn't have to be on that dualistic. You can find that center balance. And that's what this whole point is to find your balance. And don't lean too far this way or too far this way. It's keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. And so, you know, when you're building that altar space, find something that just is symbolic to you. Stones that are really great. I like to put citrine. These are stones that are helpful for letting go. And some rhodonite. Rhodonite? Is that how you say it? Rhodonite. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes. And then, yeah, those are some smoky quartz is also really good. And charge those with the moon. I also, outside of the altar space, like to say, put out some containers to collect like filled with water to have that charged by the moon. That's really, really powerful stuff, water. You know, we talk about how, you know, every one of our cells is 80+% water, and just really having the all of the things you can get into your system working with you. And so, anyway, so altar spaces, put a bunch of stuff on there that means something to you. Clear the space, set the space with maybe stage, and then when you're done setting up that ritual, don't forget to like close it off as well, so that you're not constantly like having to work that conscious mind with it. Let it do its magic. It's already listening and already doing the work. So sometimes, you know, I'll just cross it off with an X, or I just set some kind of attention with it, and so it is, and clap my hands. And you know, it depends on each one of the special rituals that I do, but it needs to be special for you. So perhaps you guys know all this, but I think it's always fun reminders when we all come together, and I just love to be in this space. And so I would love to hear if there's any animals that you guys would like to pull in for the meditation today. I think doing things like connecting our wire system from our crown to the moon, of course, will be great. And then to the buck, and then to the goat, and then also maybe to the Capricorn, and then what else? Yeah, and then definitely like because the Capricorn energy is a very earth symbol and it's very grounded. So making sure that we're grounded to the earth, so connecting our wires to the earth again and making sure that we're staying grounded through every one of these steps, I think would be awesome to add to our meditation today. And Jasmine, I see you have a question here. When is the full moon? The full moon, and I'm going to speak on Pacific Standard Time, but is going to be on July 5th, but it's like July at 12:44 a.m. So it's really like July, like tomorrow night, because even though midnight is the next day, it's really like kind of the night. So it's about 30 hours from now is when the full moon is going to go into effect. I'm not sure exactly what time the lunar eclipse is supposed to be. I can, I guess, look that up. Um, lunar, whoops, lunar eclipse, July 5th. Doop, doop. Um, it's a darker than usual full moon for those. Okay, um, so it's how do you say it? Penumbral lunar eclipse, and let's see, it starts July 4th at 8:07:23, and that's UTC time. Or time is in San Bernardino. Oh, so that would be Pacific Standard. Oh, over here. So Pacific Standard Time is at 7:23 p.m. We're going to start having the penumbral eclipse. So again, anything with the eclipses is that balancing energy. So there will be a point where the moon's going to appear darker. So I just thought this was just perfect time for all of us to come together, set our intentions now, have that just rolling into the next cycle and make it as powerful as possible. My parents' anniversary is on the full moon. Cool. Yeah, that is super powerful. Super, super powerful. So I love that. I love that. Happy anniversary to your parents, Jasmine. That's cool. So what else did I want to go over? Yeah, there was thoughts that I had, like especially in creating our futures. It's like going back to that balance and living in duality, where I've been working a lot on the importance of just like rewriting my past and letting go. I mean, it's a perfect time to talk about it, but it's just really like every story that I've been working on telling about my past is about the fun and awesome times that I actually had. Instead of going to any of the negative that happened, the reality is that it was based off of duality anyway. So my like our past were 50-50. They were 50% crappy and 50% awesome. And even every way I looked at it, like for example, times that might have been struggles with the parents, because most of us ended up having that. Like, let's say I was having a trouble with my mother. I had two wonderful grandmothers that were there supporting me during that time. And so it was like seriously balanced out to the ultimate magnitude. It was like the universe was always conspiring and working for me. And vice versa, father, then the grandfathers stepped in and it didn't even have to be my parents. It could have been this rad drama teacher that I had that did a whole bunch of really cool things for me and helped me really like yeah, so much. And so like any point that I would like look at it, that really honestly, the reality is that all of my past was created and looked at with these emotional lenses. So it's already distorted. It's already twisted. I'm not ever actually seeing it to what it was, and I can't undo that. That was my emotional lenses at that point. And so now I like, what's the power it has? The power is of what I give it. And I think having that beautiful balance of looking at understanding that I mean, I don't know like how crucial our pasts are, to be honest with you. I know that right now is our most important. I think always like, oh, I'm just one day old, and time's not real, even though we operate on this time. But there is the future that I know that I want to see. So why not create a past based off of the concept of what I'm creating for my future? So that's what I've been doing, and it's been working really, really awesome. I really feel that our words and even the power of our thoughts literally have geometry, really, literally have creation. And so I highly recommend taking time, like before this full moon, like just taking time and just writing out what those rad parts were, taking out the trauma. It's not necessary to have it there, even though like I love you and I care about you and I have compassion for all the things that you've gone through. I've been there. But now and today, like where I have been has been some of the coolest and raddest of places. I was a really, really cool and fun and adventurous little girl. And the one that I'm talking about all the time, how important is my little girl and also the little boy, because we have both, but my children. They're crucial. And if the story that I'm telling of their lives was awful, how am I honoring them? I'm not. I'm not. I want my little kids to have the coolest, raddest story. They definitely had 50% that was fucking badass. So I share that with you. Nurture your child. Remember her. Remember him. They're still there. So be the receiver and hear that. Hear what story they would like to tell. It was fun and it was exciting. When did you learn to climb trees? Did you? Do you want to now? You can do that with your mind, whether you can't do it with your physical body. You can always do it at any point. And so I just believe, like, really, like, the downloads that have been coming in for me the last bit have just been astronomical. When you take the time to challenge yourself and learn more things and to be quiet and be balanced and be patient and love yourself and meet yourself now, right now, is really rad. And I'm really like right now, I'm so grateful to be here with you guys and that we get to do fun things like full moon ceremonies because it's fun. And that's even more of what I'm trying to build, the funness that exists in life. That, yeah, there's a shadow that's there. It is. And you know what? Sometimes they're angry. And you can look at them and see, yeah, you're angry. Yeah, you see, in order for there to be solutions, there has to be a problem. So you're going to have these parts of yourself inside there that are going to reflect these attributes, if you will. And if you just like give them a problem to work on, not the one that's about Susie Q over there, not the one that's about you that's demolishing yourself. I mean, give them a problem like go and learn about the computer if you don't know much about the computer, or Photoshop, or how to draw, or how to dance, or how to do a gazillion things that is of interest to you. Give yourself a problem to go solve that's fun. And every time it goes and does that other thing over there, like you can express the frustration when you can't figure something out while you're learning it. But then you have compassion on yourself because you never knew it before. So you can't really get that mad because you've never done it before. There's compassion within that space. And the other space, it's just all mucked up with past and other traumas and riddled with that. And it's just like, it's how you let it go. It's part of how you let it go. You just give it something else to do. And you love yourself there. Because you're rad. Your shadow's rad and you're rad. You need all the parts. It's not about giving them away and getting rid of them. It's about letting go of things that don't serve you, balancing the things within that are necessary to be there. We're all things. We're as awful as you could imagine. This is where compassion comes in when you do the shadow work. And you're as amazing and incredible and awesome on the inverse. So it's lighten up. But is it? It is. The goal is to make your heart as light as a feather. And that's found through self-love, so you can love the people around you and understand that everyone actually has good intentions, no matter how bad they seem. It's what their intentions of them wanting to make them happy. And that's okay. Yeah. I definitely feel like judgment day exists out there, and it really it starts within you and it stops within you. That we need judgment to discern things. But if we're letting our judgments run wild on Sam Bob over there, and I don't mean to use anyone's names in here. I mean them just names. You, it's just send love. We're all just trying to figure it out and listen to the next indicated step. So the power of the full moon is your intuition, speaks to your ambition, and it is powerful right now. It controls the tides. The reason why Luna is the name of the moon, lunatic, lunacy. Those are the things that are you balance within you. Or it's a powerful feminine energy that you can use and utilize now, and it's here as a gift because you use your intuition. So that's my thoughts on that. I really love you guys. I really appreciate you being here and listening and just being part of this journey. I never said it would be easy. I only said it'd be worth it. But there's a lot of easy parts. And we gotta lighten up and not be so hard on yourself. Because you're a badass. You just are. You were born a badass. We were all born that way. No matter what. Yeah, that's what I have on that. Do we have comments over here? Let me take a moment. Okay, yes, there are a lot of comments. Hi, guys. Yay. Thank you, sweet. I see Maya. You know what I would love to do? A Zoom meeting, all of us humming. Oh, wow. That would be really, really awesome. Oh, that would be very fun. I love that idea, Maya. Yes, you let us know or let me know. I definitely sign me up. Sign me up. I like it. I like it a lot. Yes. You say toning with intention for each perfect timeline and so on. I love it. I love it. Let me take a drink of water. Hold on. And setting my intention with it. There's so many intentions in there right now. Love. Yeah. So toning with intention for each perfect timeline and so on. Yeah. I think that sounds really beautiful. I see my eyeliner's a little off today. Yeah, I think that is really perfect. So you let us know. I would love to be involved with that. I had a baby doll toy, and I don't know, but I lost it as an adult. LOL. That is awesome. I love that. And now you have well, I wonder at what point you lost it. How long before your baby doll came to you, Christopher? Because, you became a mother. So I would be interested to hear if there is any correlation to that. And maybe there's not, but maybe like at what point you saw you lost it. And have you ever tried to call it back to you? Kind of like you can call your stones back to you if you want it back. But I don't. Yeah, it's interesting. Clowny, I like him. I guess we'll call him. He doesn't have a name, but Clowny's a good one. Yes, Lucinda has actually seen a Clowny and held Clowny. Oh yeah. And when should yes. So I think I answered. I don't know if you said that twice. I just didn't answer the rest of it. So the points into like the time to probably set your crystals out will just be starting like tomorrow or even tonight. Really, I would say start tonight setting your crystals out if you want. It's really like powerful. Like the couple days before and after the full moon, it's at its most powerful. So I would say at the end of the 5th, closing out the ceremony and taking it, you could keep it for a day or so after, but that's up to you and what your gut tells you. I'm generally like the next morning after I wake up after my full moon ceremony that I've fully done is when well, that's not fully accurate. There are some parts of my altar that I keep up all month long, and I keep that space all month long. So, but if you're thinking about just charging the water and the stones, and depending on where you're putting it, my answer is put it out pretty soon. It's 30 hours till the the fullest of the moon. Um, and then, yeah, so hadn't answered that last question, I see. I love that I'm working on doing the same. I've been pulling myself out of the victim minds. And also, when I get triggers or angry, I reflect on why I felt that way, just constantly reminding myself. See, that's excellent. This is where, I was talking about feel the emotion, then bring in the logic. Next step is logic. And then after logicking it, feel the emotion again, see where you're at, and then bring the logic back in. And it is like really that balancing. When you're experiencing something, I like to say, is when you are feeling annoyed with something, it's really what's going on within you. Like, I think I shared this, but the German translation for the word annoy, like for them, it literally means what you're doing is something that annoys me about myself. But in the English language, it does not mean that. It's like what you're doing annoys me, and it's all this externalized. So it's like the power of our language is so huge out there. So what would reality have been like if we had always like used a word that made us realize that it was us? Like I feel like there was not a whole lot in our language necessarily that we're using that pointed it was us. It was really externalized in some ways. And so anyway, that's really awesome that you have been constantly reminding yourself that, Jasmine. And it really it helps so much with the balancing when you choose to do that. And if you see that you're being a victim, know the emotional lenses are on. They're on. It's twisted. Your reality is twisted, and you're in that duality. So victim victimizer is what you like. That's inside of you. That's the pendulum. So you're either victimizing yourself or you're victimizing something to your external reality, but that is happening. So it's coming back and bringing back in the logic and not buying into the victim mentality. And again, this is why I like bring up like rewrite that past. Love yourself in that past. Honor those children. They had a really badass time like doing a whole lot of really cool stuff that they'd like to share and talk about, and they'd like to still live out, So yeah. You said, Jasmine, to stop and reflect positively. Yeah, yeah, and that's it, it is, and it's also like come to your neutral spot, and whether it's negative or positive, and it is like finding what is the solution for the positive, but come in with the neutrality and look at what outcome that you truly want. And most of us want that positive outcome, and what steps do you need to take in order to do that? And these are the important things, like making sure that you're prepared when you're triggered, so that you're not reinforcing with your actions of that victim, that you're stopping it before that happens, that you're sharpening the tools and being prepared that these cycles are going to come up, as long as you're buying into a past that had victimization in it, a past that you were a victim, then that modality is still operating in your life. So really watching for those triggers. That's why like the art of war, which we talked about on one of our episodes, like those 10 steps to the art of war that I shared about, I highly recommend just playing that into your life to be able to watch those triggers when they come. Because the birds will fly, so you'll get the jitters, or the beast will go running when you sense something stirring within you, that annoyance or that anger. There's a lot of things you can teach yourself within that space, and I think we learn a lot through story and metaphor, and so the art of war is a very good one. Okay, Maya. I'll reach out to you tomorrow, and we'll talk about it, and we'll get something set up. We'll keep it posted so you guys will know when the humming will commence. I love that so much. And Jacob says that would be awesome, Maya. Yes, I love that. And I just want to make mention, just as I click on Jacob. Jacob, we're planning, Jacob and I talked to have him on the show next Friday to tell us about his awakening story. And then I forgot the name because it's such a unique name. I see it with the T in like an I and a J and a H. I can't remember the name of your 3-foot flute that we did not get to hear last time, and I'm hoping that we'll get to hear her this next time too. So next Friday, Jacob, yay! And Jasmine, yes, cool. Actually, would be great for full moon. May be Sunday. Okay, yeah, yeah. See, that would be great, and we just carry it on, guys. We just carry on the balance. That's really beautiful. I love that a lot. Uh huh. I hum a lot, especially in my sleep. Oh wow, Lucinda, that's really really cool. That's very very interesting. It makes me wonder, like instantly in my mind, I can just see you possibly tuning yourself. And have you hummed for a while, or has it been something like more recent? Because I know that you've been going through like what I think is your own awakening stage right now, and you're such a beautiful soul. So I was just wondering like how long the reports of humming have been. So anytime. Haha, cool. Uh, Teehee. I'm not sure, but its name was Noonie, and I had a boyfriend. Wait. Oh, wait. Boyfriend around the age I lost it, and his childhood nickname was Noonie, so that was a strange correlation. I was probably twin. I don't know what that is. I must have missed something, Jasmine. Oh, oh, that was about your baby. Your baby. I'm not sure, but his name was Noonie. That was your baby doll. And I had a boyfriend around the age I lost it, and his childhood. What? Oh, whoa. Okay, I just got that. I was probably 22, 23, I feel. Whoa, that is very, very interesting, actually. Yeah, that seems like quite the correlation for sure. And there's no such thing as coincidence. So very, very, very fascinating that your baby doll left you at that time. Very interesting. And then you had Chris when you were 25. So just like a couple years later. Very. I think the Noonie connection is much, much kind of closer and stronger to perhaps what happened to the energy of that baby. Shakaya. I was way off. I was way off. Oh, thanks for sharing that, Shakaya. It reminds me of, should I correlate it? Shakira. Yeah, yeah. Let's see if yep. I think I got it stuck to memory. Shakaya. The baby doll toy had the same nickname as my ex. LO. Yeah, yeah, I got that. That is awesome. Okay, wow. Thank you guys for commenting so much. I love you so much. It's just so cool. Just to have the conversation and just to hear this stuff about you guys and share this really rad space. So I think what I would like to do. Let's see if there's anything I would like to say before we kind of get to the meditation. Yeah. No, I think we went over pretty much everything. If there's any questions or anything you want to add, definitely say grab some water if you have water handy, if you don't have any already, because I would like if you could set your intentions with your water before we begin the ceremony, and then also at the end, finishing drinking your water as well. Mhm. And then I didn't hear any other suggestions on the pulling another animal medicine in there. So what I'd like to do is just pull an animal medicine card with you guys, and we'll do the goat and the buck, and then whatever we're about to pull. Okay. So yeah. Oh, Lucinda answered here while I'm doing this. It's been recent. I hum randomly, and sometimes I don't realize it. Humming in my sleep has been recent too. Yeah, I had wondered. We've been doing a lot of harmonic toning, and there's been a lot of things happening here on this property. So that's really rad, Lucinda. It's almost like you're naturally. Yeah, it's gonna make me cough. Interesting. It's like you're toning yourself. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm gonna think more on that. Cool. Okay, here we go. Animal medicine. This is it. This is it. The badger. Okay. So that was very interesting. So we'll read the badger. And I did pull it right side up, so it's 29. So it says, badger, badger until you reach your goal. Know the inner power that lives in your soul. Oh my gosh, it's so perfect. And the badger is aggressiveness. So, badger is vicious and attacks with powerful aggression. Badger is quick to anger and quicker to pounce. The power of badger's medicine is aggressiveness and the willingness to fight for what it wants. The very thought of facing badger makes other animals run for cover. Like skunk, badger's reputation precedes itself. Its hissing fangs will tear, wait, will no, it will tear less aggressive opponents to shreds. Badger is the medicine of many powerful medicine women. For Badger is also the keeper of the medicine roots. Badger sees all the roots of Mother Earth's healing herbs hanging in its burrow home. These roots are key to aggressive healing. I love it. Roots can ground negative energy into the earth by allowing illness to pass through a body into the ground as neutral energy. Badger medicine people are quick to act in a crisis and they do not panic. If badger is a part of your medicine, you are quick to express your feelings and you do not care what the consequences are. Badger people oftentimes insist on carrying the ball for the touchdown. This attitude, however, does not endear them to their teammates. Ooh, that is interesting because like Capricorn is actually a good like a team player because it likes the hard work. So it kind of has this balance over here. Badger medicine may also point to the aggressive healer who will have the courage to use unconventional means to exact a cure. Like the mother who sits for days nursing a child with high fever, Badger is willing to persist. Perfect. Badger people can be vicious, vicious gossips or may exhibit a chip on the shoulder syndrome if they are out of balance. You can be sure that people with badger medicine will be aggressive enough to make it to the tops of their chosen fields because they do not give up. They are also the finest healers because they will use any and all methods to ensure healing and will not give up on the critically ill. That my tongue twisters today. It's not even tongue twister. So they will not give up on the critically ill. A badger person is often the boss and the one that everyone fears. That same boss will surely keep any company afloat. Badger gets the job accomplished. Badger's certainty is a source of strength. If Badger pushed its way into your card today, it may be telling you that you have been too meek in trying to reach some goal. Badger asks you how long you are willing to sit and wait for the world to deliver your silver spoon. In this medicine, the key is to become aggressive enough to do something about your present state of affairs. Badger is teaching you to get angry in a creative way and say, I won't take it anymore. You must follow up by keeping your eye on the goal. Honor the healing process as you express these inner feelings. Be aggressive, but don't cut others to ribbons on the way. That is too much aggression. Use your anger to stop your lolling around and that your doldrums of apathy or a thing of the past. Badger is a powerful medicine when properly used for self-improvement. Remember that Badger may be signaling a time when you can use your healing abilities to push ahead in life. Heal yourself by aggressively removing the barriers that don't grow corn. Cut away the dead wood and use Badger's aggression to seek new levels and expression. Use Badger's medicine roots to keep grounded and centered in the process. Oh my gosh. It is like seriously so perfect. I think that is so awesome. I am looking up because it's not in my book, Animal Totem. Oh my gosh. So it had all the things with Badger. Like it's so complementary to like the Capricorn medicine, and really like setting the goals and the intentions for this month and just the power of the two. Just like, and now with like the goat, this is super powerful too. The goat spirit animal, let's see, it starts, so the goat spirit animal wants you to focus on your confidence, sure-footedness, and stability. The goat symbolizes also reminds you of the importance of building a strong foundation. Before you seek to learn valuable lessons in life, you must first work on yourself. Hence this ceremony. No matter how rocky the terrain or how difficult the climb, trust in your ability to navigate these tough conditions, and you will soon reach your destination. If you are curious to know the goat meaning in your life, it signifies new blessings and endeavors. It ushers in a period where you will be craving to seek new heights and embark on new adventures. Having the goat symbolism is a very exciting time because it's all about achievements and abundance, just like the giraffe symbolism. Things that you have been working so hard to achieve will finally be within your reach, and projects that you have been working on will finally be completed. What I think would be so great, especially with the goat medicine and this meditation, is kind of like that concept of like, the goat can help you build that foundation. We have a month, 28 days to do this till the next full moon, right? So, with that, see yourself 28 days from today as this, that you have completed this, your intentions, and ask for the guidance of what that is if you're not there. If you don't know yet and you're still in that, like, it's only July 3rd self-discovery and tomorrow's a full moon, whatever, wherever you are. And so anyway, I thought that was good. And it says the goat spirit animal also symbolizes your level of ambition and your sense of independence. You are being reminded of the importance of looking up and going forward, as well as taking care of your emotional, spiritual, and mental well-being. When the goat symbolism appears to you, get rid of guilty feelings. Yeah, see, that would be a great thing to let go of. If you're having any guilty or shameful feelings, put that on the list. They are no longer healthy for you, and they are affecting your ability to look forward to the future. The goat symbolism also ushers in a period where you need to understand the energies at work around you. There's more to life than just waking up in the morning and doing your thing. And the sooner you realize this, the better you can appreciate the people who make your life interesting and colorful. That is awesome. That is a really good medicine. So we got that for the radar, and then the deer and the buck. I think is just the perfect balance of the medicine for this month. And again, the deer is gentleness. So why I think that this is such a great medicine to add to the spread is because you have the badger who shows the aggression and is really the go-getter and going after it. But remember to be gentle with yourself, that there's times that it's important to be patient and draw back and be like the ant and just wait. Or like the ant, like who's like, nope, this is the perfect leaf, and it gets halfway up the hill and ends up like dropping in, and it rolls back down, and it will go back down because it found the perfect leaf. So it picks it back up and goes back up the hill. The tenacity of the ant, but patience, gentleness, kindness for yourself is really, really crucial when you're coming to that self-love. So here's the deer. Deer, so gentle and loving you are, the flower of kindness and an embrace from afar. Jasmine, that's funny. I just saw this. You just ran into a spider right now. Seems like they like to cross my path whenever I'm listening to your show. Yeah, I messaged with Willow yesterday, and she's like, "What have you seen?" I'm like, "I've seen a lot of spiders. Definitely spider web. Definitely right now that intra's web, that whole like." The spider is here to weave this into our realities. You know, we're never more than 7 feet away from an arachnid at any point in time. And you have the spider itself that is bringing about that cycle in the spiral. It has the 8, you know, and it's not being stuck in the cycle. It's actually a spiral if you look at it. And it's such a powerful medicine. So cool. I love that you just ran into a spider web. Hope it didn't freak you out too much. One day, so it's a deer. One day, Fawn heard Great Spirit calling to her from the top of Sacred Mountain. Fawn immediately started up the trail. She didn't know that a horrible demon guarded the way to Great Spirit's lodge. The demon was trying to keep all the beings of creation from connecting with Great Spirit. He wanted all of the Great Spirit's creatures to feel that Great Spirit didn't want to be disturbed. This would make the demon feel powerful and capable of causing them to fear him. Fawn was not at all frightened when she came upon the demon. This was curious, as the demon was the archetype of the ugly monsters that have ever been. The demon breathed fire and smoke and made disgusting sounds to frighten Fawn. Any normal creature would have fled or died on the spot from fright. Fawn, however, said gently to the demon, "Please let me pass. I'm on the way to see Great Spirit." Fawn's eyes were filled with love and compassion for this oversized bully of a demon. The demon was astounded by Fawn's lack of fear. No matter how he tried, he could not frighten Fawn because her love had penetrated his hardened, ugly heart. Much of the demon's dismay, his rock-hard heart began to melt and his body shrank to the size of a walnut. Fawn's persistent love and gentleness had caused the meltdown of the demon. Due to this gentleness and caring that Fawn embodied, the pathway is now clear for all of Great Spirit's children to reach Sacred Mountain without having to feel the demons of fear blocking their way. Perfect, guys. Dear teaches us to use a power of gentleness to touch the hearts and minds of wounded beings who are trying to keep us from Sacred Mountain, like the dappling of Fawn's coat. Both the light and the dark may be loved to create gentleness and safety for those who are seeking peace. If Dear has gently nudged its way into your cards today, you are being asked to find the gentleness of spirit that heals all wounds. Stop pushing so hard to get others to change and love them as they are. Apply gentleness to your present situation and become like the summer breeze, warm and caring. This is your tool for solving the present dilemma you are facing. If you use it, you will connect with Sacred Mountain. You're entering place of serenity, and Great Spirit will guide you. I love it. And you know what? That fawn grew up to be the buck that we're crawling in. How powerful is that? As the gentleness of the baby fawn and the loving and the caringness of that, no fear. And the power of the buck. I love it. I love it so much. So, let's do this. Let's begin and pull in these beautiful, beautiful energies into our meditative space. Let's start out where we're going to build our Merkabas. Well, I can just walk you through it. Let's just walk through it together. So if you can just find yourself a comfortable space where you're either seated or lying down. Oh, that's sweet, Jasmine. It is so beautiful. I totally agree. See, this is so beautiful. The beautiful energies that we're pulling into our space. So, if you haven't already, take a drink of water. Yeah, I will do this as well. Set your loving intentions if you haven't done it. And bringing in the loving guidance of navigation to the next phase of our beautiful realities. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. We're going to begin by just syncing our breaths of just simply breathing through your nose and out through your nose. And as you relax more and more into your breath, Begin to breathe your breath down past your heart, down into your gut, where it can flow easily into this space. And out through your nose. And when you exhalate out through your nose, next time, imagine that energy flowing down through your pelvis, down through your thighs, and out through the bottoms of your feet to the earth. So breathe in through your nose, and then exhalate any dense energy out through your feet. You have a wire system that's connected there. It's a red wire system. Can you see it? Plug this into the earth. Connect this to the earth. And next time you breathe in beautiful crystalline light and spiral it down into your belly. Circle it around, igniting this beautiful crystalline light. And exhalate down and out any sloughed, dense energy out through your root system. And take your tongue and place it on the roof of your mouth. Allow the energy to flow freely through you. And now above your head, draw a triangle. And then connect the points of that triangle and connect them below your feet. And then draw another triangle below your feet. And connect the points of that triangle above your head. And see yourself within the space of this Merkaba you have built. Here, love is spoken. Here is your protective space. If you'd like to add any beautiful details to the lining or to the sides of your wall of your own creations, I encourage you to do that. This is your sacred, special space where love is spoken and felt and experienced. And breathe in that beautiful crystalline light from the top of your head through your nose. And breathe it down, down through your third eye, down through your throat, down through your heart and into your belly. And exhalate any negative, slough, dense energy. Slough it off. And now, breathe in the light and exhale the light. And breathe in the beautiful, clear, crystalline light. And exhalate that beautiful, clear, crystalline light. And now, take a wire. Create a wire from the top of your head and connect this wire, this wiring system that looks like your DNA, your helix of your DNA strands. Connect them to the moon that is waiting above your head, is there shining brightly. And breathe in her energy. breathe it in and down. Down through your crown and down through your third eye and down through your throat and into your heart. Into your heart where you're a receiver. Receive the powerful, loving energy of the moon, who is here in all her abundance to help you, work with you, love you, help guide you on how to go with the flow. Beautiful work. Now connect more wires and come bring your attention back to the top of your head and to your crown. And take another strand of your DNA wires and connect it now to the star clusters, to the Capricorn. And breathe it in. What a gift. An energetic guidance. And breathe it down into your belly. And next to the Capricorn is the goat, standing atop a mountain with his sure-footedness. And take your wires and connect it now to the goat. What a wonderful energy to be bringing in. Breathe it in and breathe it down. Down into your vessel, down into your third eye, down through your throat. And down into your heart, and down into your belly, and down into your sacral chakra, and back down to the earth. And breathe the goat back in. Thank you for coming, bringing us your guidance and your energy to teach us how to navigate this reality. And now we've called in the buck. Take your wires, your helixing wires, and see the buck. See him standing there in all his glory and all his power. Dear, so gentle and loving you are, the flower of kindness and embrace from afar. And breathe in the deer. Breathe in the deer to your heart. Oh, so much beautiful, kind and loving energy, devoid of the fear. What a gift. And now we call in the badger. Badger, badger, until you reach your goal. Know the inner power that lives in your soul. Connect your wires to the heart of the badger. The guidance that he will bring, she will bring. The tenacity to bring about your goals. And breathe the badger down. All the way down through your third eye and through your throat and through your heart and through your belly and through your sacral chakra and down into the earth, grounding you. And breathe it back up. And now within your space, You have so many things. See, hear, feel, ask. The guidance is here. And now I will play my flute and hear what they have to say. Come back to your breath. How are you breathing now? Breathe in through your nose and feel how it feels now. And out through your nose Can you feel your feet tingling? Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Beautiful work. You are so awesome and so loved and so cared about. You are kindness and you are joy. And you have brevity in all that you do. Breathe in again through your nose and out through your nose. And next time, breathe in the most amount of love you could possibly imagine. And circle this within your space. And breathe out that magnitude of love out through your feet and out through your auric field, out through your toroidic fields, out into the universe as far as you can conceptualize. And breathe that love back in. And again, out as far as you can see and imagine. And back in. You are love, my love. You are grand and so strong and so powerful. Today we ignite that ambition. And we ignite that intuition. And we ignite the abundance of love. Place your right hand over your heart. And then your left over that. And breathe in the love again. It's this beautiful, clear, crystalline light with green hues. And exhalate it out into your reality. Circle it around. Everywhere you can imagine, everywhere you can see. And switch your hands. Place the left over your right, over your heart. And breathe it in again and receive. Receive love. You are worthy. You are so awesome and so powerful. Come back to yourself, here in your space, here where you're sitting, and say thank you. I love you. And so it is. What beautiful guidance. You have. You are. And come back. Come back to now. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And see how you feel now. Awesome. Awesome. So awesome, guys. Please take your arms and wrap them around yourself. Embrace yourself. I love you. I'm giving you the biggest metaphysical hug. I'm right there in your space. And I'm sharing so much oxytocin. We're igniting tons of oxytocin inside of us right now. It's just flowing. It's just flowing so freely in such abundance. Oxytocin is our love hormone. It's our it feels so good. What a gift. What a gift hugs can be. What a gift you are. Self-love is a gift. You're a gift. All right. Whew. That was really awesome, guys. I really, really enjoyed that very, very much. And I hope you're feeling like I am. I'm feeling pretty buzzy and really, really relaxed and kind of rested. My mind feels like it's operating on a much higher cylinder. Like it's just like with flow. My heart feels really full. And definitely my feet are just tingling, like just like grounded to the earth. Like my toes are just grounded. It's awesome. It's awesome to do this stuff with you guys. Enjoy the full moon. Love yourself. Balance. You got this. You know you do. And next week, we'll have Jacob here on the show, sharing about his awakening experiences. And if you like this video, guys, please share it around to everyone. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And like this video. That means a lot to me. I want to raise the consciousness of the world with you guys. And we can do that together. We're a team. We're a family. We're a unit. And it's just a super powerful time right now. And if you feel that you benefit from this, know that many others in your reality benefit from this as well. And we're creating here, man. We're creating the world of our dreams. And I'm grateful to be able to do that with you. I will see you guys next Friday at 6 p.m. It's, I think, a really great, group hug, Maya. Total. I will look forward to, seeing you next Friday at 6 p.m. I like this time. I think it worked really, really good. And Maya, we'll talk tomorrow. So we'll have some humming coming up and some other things that I definitely have in works. We'll see how that all pans out this next week. But I will look forward to seeing you very soon. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad. Again, group hug. Love you, Willow. My pleasure, really. And big group hug. Yes, I got it. Big group hug. I love it. And so I will look forward to seeing you guys very, very soon. And you have a wonderful rest of your day, morning, whatever time it is. And Jacob, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And I will look forward to seeing you very soon. I love you. Bye-bye, guys. Bye.